Hi everyone, I'm DeviJade. Welcome back to my channel. I come to share with you as many full moons and new moons and different events as possible to give you a divinely channeled message from our holy ones, our deities, our angels and guides. Everything is done in real time. I don't really have a plan. I gather a few things up to show you what I'm going to do for you as far as the meditative work and the candle work, which is very deep prayer work for you. But other than that, I don't really have a plan. I just go with the message. And the message is always in harmony with whatever is going with the energies. We know that this is a blood moon. It's really, really important. And we're doing another switch from our fall time that's going quietly into winter. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is I was asking what would our deities like us to focus on? And what they'd like us to focus on is the gratitude energy, because it's a very high vibration. It's a high, what I consider a high frequency. And as we stay into that, we are able to bring things to us a lot easier. And what we want the most overall is love for ourselves first and love for everyone else. And why we want love for ourselves first is because, frankly, we're not going to get it from everybody else. However, if we do focus quietly inside of us, that's the purpose of our meditations, and then we can open ourselves up to light that fire that's right here inside of us in that high heart. A lot of people don't focus on the high heart because they focus on the 7 chakras and everything, but the high heart is a very sacred space. And it's indicative of our inner child, and we need to feed our inner child the very most. Our inner child is that little person that came, that was born to our mothers, and I know not everyone has a perfect mother, but born to our mothers, and as we went along, that part of us learned from our outer world how to be in the world, except it wasn't really being, it was really how to do things in the world according to what we received. And in that, we're going to ask our angels, our guardian angel in particular, and also the angels to be with us. So we're going to incorporate them in this particular channeling today, because that's what I felt. Now, mind you, you can make tonight, if you want, you can go ahead and you can create something really spiritual, simple. Please be as simple as possible. I have so many people that feel like they have to go run out and get candles and do this and that. And what I encourage you always is to have candles on hand. You can get the chime candles, which is the most preferable for this sort of thing, because it's, it's an intentional work of one evening, and then it just kind of filters out, just like if you would, any kind of candle, you shine it and then the light keeps going with the ambiance out. Same thing with fire. So I happen to have a bunch of things on hand. Over the course of time, I just collect little things, and this is what I received I received this as a gift one time, and this is really cute. It's actually a candle holder, but I put like little dried flowers in there, and these happen to be blue orchids. I thought they were quite pretty, and so I dry a lot of flowers because I like to use them when I'm doing my altars. And so this one says, until you spread your wings, you will have no idea how far you can fly. Now, this was given to me as a gift many years ago, and it just happened to be something I have always treasured. And at one time, I don't even know if that I ever lit any candles in here because I didn't want it to get a mess. And so, but I use that when I'm really focusing on angels. I have a altar where I do have angels. And so that is sitting there. And then what I've done is like I said, I dry a lot of flowers. So, and I get them quite often. So I dry them and then I cut them down and I place them around the house. These are different colors. This is the white with the tinge red, and then this is the red. These are actually very purposeful. We know what they have meanings in that, but these are also indicative and also in remembrance of Mother Mary. Okay, these are different types of energies that she carries to bless us with, and graces that she places upon us. And these These roses represent different things of the different passions that she'll give to us. So I have those around there. And then I have a lot of like little seashells. This happens to be kind of a regular shell. It's not anything so special, but it was special to me, so I kept it. I probably got it from a beach that I really loved, so I have that. It looks kind of like an ear, huh? But I have it here, and then I'm putting that there to represent water and the sea, and also it's a clam, so once upon a time, if it would have stayed closed long enough, it would have created a pearl. So I felt that that was very good to have. So as above, so below, even bringing the angels to us, which they're always there anyway. So then I have these little things. These are like little red, they look almost like little rubies. Okay, are they real rubies? No, but it's good enough because it's a symbolism of, I have 3 of those. And then I have 6 of these little glass, you know how you can buy the little glass stones to put in your flowers or whatever. I've got these, so I've got 6 of these, and I'm putting them so they're in a triad. So you notice I'm collecting things and putting them in triads because, again, that is the representation of the innocence or the virgin of the goddess. It's representation of the mother or the matron, and it's a representation of our grandmother or the crone. The crone is not an ugly old person that you think from the witches thing. It's not. It's a woman that's sitting in her power as a grandmother. She's got all the wisdom now. So I have a lot of representation of this because it's those 3 aspects of us as women and as all people. Then I've got this little tiny, this little pot. This was a pot that was given to me by someone that went to Hawaii, and so I kept it. And in here, I've got a little collection of, these are rose quartz, a lot of them. And then I've got fluorite in the middle. Okay, so it's about everything that I need to call in femininity and love. All of this has to do with the feminine energy because angels are a feminine energy. By calling them, that is our word. That is the male energy going forth out of our mouth. But in here from our heart, that's the feminine. So when we put those 2 together, we're asking those that are from above us to meet us here in the middle. So I've got, for the candle this time, I encourage you to get red. There's a whole bunch of these out all over the place now. And I actually got these around Halloween. Isn't that the oddest thing? But I bought a whole bunch of them because if I can get them and they're at a good price, I stack up on them. And what I'm going to put on there is, you can get this. It's called Florida water. You can order this, and I would prefer that. Although you don't always have to use sage. I've told you guys that before. So what I'll do is I'll just put a little bit of it on my hands. It actually is it has a really nice smell to it. So it just kind of clears this candle, and it blesses it at the same time. So I'm just kind of clearing the energy on there on this candle. So now it's cleansed. It really does have a nice little smell there. And then putting that aside so that doesn't spill. Then I've got my 2 oils that I'm having today. One is for joy, and then that is actually about it. If you want myrrh, I would encourage you. Myrrh is very, very expensive to get. But if you have joy, but remember, I've told you, even if you have a little bottle of olive oil that you've set aside for your candles, that is the best, because olive oil is a representation of all that is ancient knowledge and ancient wisdom. And it brings forth everything. It brings forth life, it brings forth fruit, it brings forth all. So I'm going to put this in my hands. It's like, well, what is joy? Well, let me see. I think this might be too little. Mainly I'm going to tell you, let's see if I'm going to read it, bergamot. So if you want to put bergamot, if you have that instead of this, so that is an oil that the goddess Bridget really loves, and I like to do this. Remember I told you if you do this, you can get your hands a little bit hot, and then you can clap them 3 times. And then obviously there's a little bit of energy, even more energy going on there. And then I'm going to take the candle, and I'm going to, since it's a little one, you know, in the longer ones, I just kind of go stroke it down, but I just put it all over the candle and hold it. Okay, and I don't ever go up from the bottom though. I just make sure I go in a circle, you know, like this would be a natural circle of sunwise, not widdershins, which is the backwards. Don't do that. And then I would hold it. And then if you want, again, for teaching purposes, you can put it, you can hold it, and I'll put an intention on it for all of you in this season, that we'll all have gratitude to ourselves first and to others, and to be appreciative of everything and everyone around us, that all bring us love, and those that it seems tough, that they are bringing us a lesson that we need. But as we look to ourselves and have love to ourselves and gratitude for everything that's around us, all things will break away and we'll become one with ourselves and the angels. We invite our angels to be with us, our holy angels, Michael, Raphael, Uriel, Gabriel, and all other angels, and our guardian angel to assist us. And we ask our beloved deities that we go to for sustenance and all that we need. We ask that this be upon this candle as a representation, and as we light it, as I light it, for all, that it will bless everyone in the world. So be it. And then if you want, you can always just blow on it like a sound, not anything harsh, okay? And then that way it brings life to it. And then this evening, when it gets a little bit dark, and I like to go in the in-between time, you don't have to wait, please, you don't need to really wait till midnight. A really sacred time is when everything is getting real quiet in the in-between, before the sun goes completely down all the way, and you can light it. That would be the best for now. So that's what I'll do. I'll put it probably in the middle of this on another little plate, and then all of this will be around with the flowers and everything. And then it will bless you. Faith is power, and it is a gift. We all have it. But as we are climbing and maintaining ourselves into those higher energies, ask for that. Ask that you might have more faith in yourself, more faith in others. We don't want to go around and think that we can change others with our own speech, because again, remember, that is the masculine coming out of the feminine. We want good things coming out of our mouths to ourselves first, and then we will be blessing ourselves. It will open us to receive all that is good. If you have in your mind thoughts that you feel like, I wish they would just kind of pull them out of my head and toss them, well, here's the lesson to that. We're human, and we will all do it, probably to the time that you decide to step off of the planet. But in the meantime, hold fast to all of the things that you're doing in a good way, and as you continue to be more and more appreciative of everything, all of that other stuff will start to topple away, and you'll attract all good to you. It does take a moment or two. It's not going to happen overnight on every little thing in your life. So have faith in yourself, and have faith that all that you love will be yours. Have a very lovely full moon. I'll be there with you, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you so much, and I appreciate all your time, and I'm glad that you watched to the end. You know what to do. You know, I don't really tell people what to do, but you do know what to do. So take care, and I'll see you next time. Blessed be.